Hello and welcome everyone! Welcome to Pastor Druski's channel. I like to play family-friendly games. Today we're gonna have some good clean fun playing Turnbound. Turnbound is a auto battler that is reminiscent of games like the Bazaar, Backpack Battles, that sort of thing. Feels a little bit more like Tetris perhaps than most, and so there is a PvP element to it. And we're going to check this out. I have played the demo previously, but now it has today just went live into early access. It's got a new character, which I've never played. It's got all those features. It's got progression features implemented, things like that. So, let's have a look. It's got a little bit of a fantasy theme. You are essentially stuck in a possessed game board, is my understanding, and in order to get out, you must play the game and win the game and progress through the different, I think they call them chambers, and so that's basically your ranking. And so you start off on chamber 1, and then it goes all the way to chamber 6, and so Essence is kind of your mid-tier MMR. And so you can gain and lose essence as you're progressing through the chamber. If you graduate to the next chamber, it's a new tier of opponents as well, other players. But it is a asymmetrical PvP game. So I'm going to be playing just like in the Bazaar. I'm going to be playing snapshots of other people's builds at that point in their run. So it's going to be a run that you build up over time. And well, without further ado, let's just go check it out. Now there are 3 characters. I've got Wukong here is the one that I've played the most of, but I've played a few games as Alice. The brand new character is Robin Hood, and I think for everyone's enjoyment, let's just try out Robin Hood. That's the brand new character. If you've already played the demo, this is still new then for you. So Robin Hood, obviously you got the lore. He's going to be an archer. He has some poison abilities, and then we have this here. His special ability is to steal from the rich. 1 random tile in the shop is free. And ultimate ability. So ultimate will trigger, in this case, whenever 6 coins have been donated in battle. So I'm going to be looking for coin-based tiles. Tiles are kind of like if you're playing a card game, those are your cards. Tiles are our things that we're going to interact with. You have tiles, you can play tiles. When 6 coins have been donated, add 5 poison to the opponent's hero tile and to 2 random tiles on the board. You can kill all the different tiles. And then, of course, they come back in the next round. You get the idea. So we'll begin the run. I've never played Robin Hood. Let's see what happens. Also, another fun feature about this game is that if you end up with a build that you like you complete your run and you're like, this was an awesome build. I think it was the best build ever. It's an amazing build. No one could have defeated this build. I could have taken on the whole world. Well, you can. They have a duels mode. You can save that build and submit it, and it could even be featured. But even if it's not featured, it'll be added to this pool of saved builds that you can then compete, and it actually keeps a win-loss record there as a separate, I don't know if it's a ladder, but a separate system. Okay. Now, this is a shop. I don't know if my ability to make things free is already active, or do I need to unlock my hero abilities? It's been a minute. I haven't played this in a few months. All right, but we've got our character. When an adjacent tile is destroyed, so my character is a tile, right? And then whenever the hero character of any board dies, that's the game of the round. So when an adjacent tile is destroyed, so I could put an armor tile next to him to intentionally be taunt and force them to attack it and trigger this, then we'll gain 1 coin. Every coin earned in battle is donated, and Robin Hood gains +1 power and +1 health. So we like getting coins. This will get me the 1 coin, especially because it's going to count towards those 6 coins to get my superpower. Right? So we like to do that. Also, when an adjacent tile, we could do, this is a ability, destroyed, give taunt to an adjacent accessory with the highest health. So I could have a weapon. The weapon does not have taunt, but it could give taunt if the weapon dies. Now, this is a E-tier weapon. It's not a very great weapon, but it is one. It would do to attack. And also, the turn order of attacking is kind of funky. We'll see it in a second, but it's going to progress from the top left across the rows to the weapons, and your character counts as a weapon. So if I were to buy this and put it to the right, my character would attack turn 1, but not this. Because you get like 1 attack, then player 2 gets 2 attacks, and player 1 back to their turn, they get their like full 3 attacks and 3 attacks. Just to kind of offset the first player thing. So anyway, depending on where you place this matters too. All right, then you can have a consumable. This one currently has 1 charge. That's a little bottle there. So when an adjacent tile is damaged, give it +4 health. So 1 time I can get +4 health. Then we've got these 2 accessories are the same. When an adjacent tile spends its charges, give all adjacent attack tiles +3 power. But notice how there's like a little line connecting these 2? That means I can buy both and stack them. You can buy, get 2 of a kind and get a higher tier. And so this would then upgrade its ability in some way. But it would need a attack tile that uses charges. Well, let's look over here. The bow is a ammo, not a charge weapon. So it's not necessarily going to combo well with these. These would be a gamble if I were to pick those up and hope for the best on this scaling. Now the bow is 3 health, 2 attack, which this other one was 2/2. But this has 1 ammo. When damaging a tile, it gains a power, and no ammo, gain an ammo. So it's an ammo item that does not run out, but it basically fires every other turn, because when it doesn't have an ammo, I think it takes its turn to gain that back. It can scale its damage over time, so it could be doing more damage than this. Maybe ammo will scale with our character. We don't know. I've never played it. So this might be what I'd go for. And then we might just go ahead and get like this consumable. There is a reroll offer as well, but potentially by doing that, I'm not really going to be able to afford things either. That scales up in cost. So what if we did? What if we went ahead, we moved this over, we got our bow, and you can just rotate them however you want. So we grabbed our bow, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab the potion, just so that we can hopefully keep things going, and then that's my choice. That's my choice. So what's going to happen here? In fact, we might just swap these. And notice how this is just my inventory. It throws it down in here. I'm going to put it over here. What's going to happen now is the bow is going to go first. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know. But it does gain power. Where this... Whenever... Yeah, that's fine. So it's going to gain power. We'll see. We can swap them later. You can always move these things around. Let's go ahead and check that out. We have 5 lives. It's another Robin Hood. This person the character level is 11, so he's played a lot more than I have. He gets the coin flip to go first. He gets the bow. I, therefore, don't get anything. I'd kill his bow. Now it's going to come down to the fact that he's got the ring and I've got the potion. And I get 1 more hit. We made it. That potion saved the day. Jazzy Cat. You played in the demo. It just came out into early access today. So yeah, I agree. So here we go. You can see that the run is going to consist of hopefully 10 wins. We have 5 lives, and we hit continue. All right. Now you can also unlock these extra spots using money too. The armored shield is a very low tier taunt, which means enemies have to go through taunt items first. That makes them armor. Battle start gains 1 health for each adjacent tile, so I could kind of try to configure this around things. We can level up our weapon, which we probably want to. This could give adjacent tiles +1 power. This is just a strong weapon that doesn't scale, doesn't do anything special, but it's got some health. You can utilize that. And then this is whenever it's adjacent to at least 3 tiles, gain a taunt and +1 health per adjacent tile. So potentially, we can get a couple taunts here and try to make it to where we then have adjacent tiles get destroyed, gaining us money. We can get a really economic game going. And again, I've never played the character, but that's going to be my play, I think. Now, we'd like this as well. So the question is, what do we do? Well, we're probably going to save. I can reserve this for later because I don't have enough money for everything. And I'm probably going to need to figure out a way to fit both of these. I can fit... This gets every adjacent tile. This needs 3. So what I can do is I could potentially buy those 2. Squeeze that in there. And then that would cost me 4 more to fit that. And I don't know if I can do that, but that would give me my 3. So 4 more would be 9. This is 6. I would have just enough. No, I wouldn't have enough because I'd have to buy these 2. We would not have enough. So what if we just get one of the 2, freeze the other, and in the meanwhile, I can grab this ring of power. Something like that. we're going to need to buy up all these tiles anyway. I don't know if the taunt is important to pick up early. But I guess we're going to try it. So I have 6. Potentially, I could... 1, 2... I could get this ring. It's going to be awkward. Like, I could get it and just throw it over here. And it would just buff the bow instead of my character. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so we got our taunt things frozen. And we're hoping to make a couple extra bucks for next round. But this gives me a little bit more damage. You'd slide the potion over and put the Mirage between the 3. Yeah, we want to get the Mirage, but we got to buy more tiles. We got to buy more tiles. There's going to be a stream delay over on the other channels, like on YouTube. Looks like everyone is trying out Robin Hood. He's got a cool quiver. Coin mark quiver. Coin mark, wow. Nice. Whoa, whoa! How did he... Whoa! 6 attack! Coin mark. Every coin in battle that's donated. So the coin mark triggered, so he gets all that money. Ouch. Now you can do a rematch. You only have 2 rematches total. This is early enough that I'm just not too worried about it. We're learning the character anyway. Alright, we can upgrade our hero tile. That's just a must. You have to do that every time. Taunt damage gives adjacent attack tiles power. We like that. So it's another taunt. It's better than this, probably. Now we can get our ability to steal from the rich. And by making combos, you also get a random card, which gave us a taunt item that gives plus ammo. So, again, we've got some good options here. Now, I can just already do something... I want to get that potion back near this. I could do something like this. This is already kind of like a better thing. But we want to get all these other things in here too. So let's see if we can't figure that out. Again, I haven't played in a minute. It's been a while. In fact, I only got 5. I could throw this back down, or we could buy this. Yeah, 2 damage to everything there and 1 damage to all mine. You can actually build around that if you have stuff where every time you take damage. Yeah, we could potentially do something around that. Oh. Alright. Oh, it costs 1 to merge. That's okay, though. I just realized I can spend the 1 to use that. Forgot how that works. I can only do this 5 times, though. Oh. Alright, alright. A different character. Okay, we took out our weapon, though. It's kind of a huge start there. Alright, there's the money. And the damage. She has a shield. She also does 7 attack. There's a little bit more damage, a little bit more money. She got the heal. Broke the shield. And we finish her. We didn't actually use this because none of those got damaged. I need to rearrange. This needs to be parked next to a taunt. And it is far enough in the run, we get a trinket. So we can give our taunt tiles 5 health. My weapons would get 25% more power per active identical weapon on the board. So if we stack a whole lot of these bows, then we would just get a whole bunch of damage with them. Receive 1 merge joker. You can merge with any tile. Or after being hit by a direct attack, deal thorns damage to the attacking tile and give your attack tiles... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm reading the thorns text. All my attack tiles would have 3 thorns. So that would be my weapon right now and my character. I feel like we kind of want to build around taunts because we like the idea of adjacent tiles getting destroyed. But health is not required. Get to ban a bot over on Kick. Always a fun thing. At $10, let's make this combo. I'll select a trinket. So this can be very powerful. I just don't know if we're going to have a lot of the same type. Like this is kind of, it's a high risk, high reward. The merge thing, I can live without it. I am leaning towards the taunt. I don't think this is a Thorns character. I'm going to do that. When adjacent to a attack tile gains taunt, damage give adjacent tiles 1 ammo and 3 power. Interesting, interesting. Like this could be a attack tile that gives taunt too, but when unadjacent tile is damaged, give it dodge. That's a new stat for me, and 3 health. It's a consumable though, so it goes away. Dodge when a tile is targeted by an attack. The attack is redirected to the adjacent tile with lowest health. So I can pick which tile it's going to be by deciding which one's adjacent with low health. Then dodge is removed. When adjacent tiles damage, give it dodge. So potentially can live longer. We still have our Mirage that we want to do. And I've not seen People's Pledge. So every 2 coins donated, gain a charge. Charged. Give all tiles on your board 2 health. That's cool. I do like that. This is a lot easier to gain taunt. Yeah, I do like that a lot too. All right, so let's make this combo. That's going to up it to more health and the +2 power. Spillover. So this is when it gets hit, if it gets hit for say 5 damage, it's going to take the 3 and die, but then the spillover damage is going to hit 2 damage to something adjacent, a random adjacent target. Now, this says if adjacent to an attack tile, it is taunt and gets a health. So it's another way to get another taunt, which all my taunts are getting 5 health. So this is not bad, and I can squeeze it in next to these. It has to be next to a attack tile, which I think my hero would count, and I can just put it next to the shield right there. So that's low cost, decent gain there. We still are going to want to figure out what our priority is here. This would be obviously very nice to have parked next to our weapons. And I'd like to have this. I think our ring is kind of low priority at this point. This way we can actually use that. We're not going to be able to keep all these frozen. We need to actually make some choices at some point. I could get something free, because most of all these I'd be fine with. And it's that one. I can still sell that for 3. Like, we make some money. But it is a weapon. You can have up to 3, so why not? Give an adjacent accessory health, and that's more things to get destroyed. So I could potentially park this next to here. Something along those lines. Like I could give it, the ring of power or something like that. The ammo thing might not matter so much. It's more just getting 3 power to weapons. Like, we want both of these, I think, as priority. I do like that too. I just don't have money for everything. I can get like one thing here. These don't need each other. Like right now, the only ones that this would benefit to is those things, and I'd want to swap like the positions of all that. Now I can have this give taunt to an adjacent accessory. And benefit from that ring. This will give me 2 if I sell it, and that'll let me buy this thing. I could potentially get this where the potion is and give 3 power to everything. Like, that seems okay. Relocate the potion, so give me a second. I want the potion, ultimately, to be next to the cloak here. We're going to let this one slide, I think. The +1 health per adjacent tile. I mean, it could potentially be a decent amount of health, though. But I'm kind of needing to recycle more things. That resurrect thing. A lot of damage over there on his board. Don't know if our taunts can absorb all of it, but we're going to try. Some money. Nice, that's big damage for me. Big money for me. Okay, time to hit the hero. Everything but the hero. Hit the hero. All right. So I've survived 4 rounds. Gets an extra reward. Drag on the hero tile to get an extra life. Extra rematch token, or unlocks 1 random adjacent locked board self after each battle. Can unlock treasure chest. This is totally new to me. I gotta see that. Okay, unlocks 1 random adjacent locked board cell after each battle. So wherever I put it, it just kind of unlocks other things. Can unlock treasure chests. And I don't know what treasure chests are, but I'm very excited about this. Proximac asks if this is like Backpack Battles. I personally have not played Backpack Battles, but having seen a trailer, heard from other people, 100% yes, I would say it's like Backpack Battles. Look, our tights are on sale. Damage gain a charge. Charge gains dodge, and dodge, as we've read before, will let us redirect damage to an adjacent thing, which could potentially be like the weapon here. Dodge is always the target with the lowest health, so I could potentially have it there, and then I could have this give an adjacent accessory with the highest health, which would be the archery target, which is totally fine. Although that already has taunt, so it actually is, we'd have to have something else. Like, this doesn't really matter. I could get another healing draught. Like, I think I want to pick up that. I definitely want to get this. We only have 11 bucks. And we got to make room for this. There's so much. That's going to give him an extra health. You know what? Let's keep doing this. All right. Yes. I like that. I could just buy 4 tiles here and park that there. We didn't go for that charge item, otherwise this would be great. Applies 3 poison to the hit target. I'm not doing any poison, but we kind of could. When an adjacent charge tile is damaged, give it +3 health and full charges, which we could have next to the tights. Like +3 health. Now this thing would the dodge would probably trigger it onto the... Oh, this is only one time anyway. I think I want to get this on the board. Every 2 coins... Oh, hold on. This might charge... At least 1 extra time, it'll charge this, right? If it's damaged. No, it has 1 health. It's not going to survive any damage. That's okay, though. I definitely want to get this. I think I'll put it next to our shield here for an extra health on that. Lock you. Can I keep the sail? I don't know. I think we'll pass on that. That does sell for 4. It's not like it's bad, but I don't know how useful the ammo is for me when I'm already getting a little bit of extra ammo. This is when it's damaged. This is at the... No, that's when it's damaged as well. So, we're not really needing ammo unless I get, like, multicast. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. Let's just see. Let's go for it. Oh, went to sleep. I don't know why. He's poisoning me. But we are getting some damage stacked. His taunts are down. We're hitting the hero already. I've got plenty of taunts left. Extra money has been made. Oh, okay. Running out of money there. He does have that. Oh, we're hitting other weapons. They're getting taunt on other things, right? When you have 1 attack tile left, gains taunt. Right. Yes, he gets like a bonus taunt. That's okay. We got him. And we made 3 extra money. We should clear an extra tile. Yep, there it goes. And a new trinket. When one of your tiles attacks, give +1 power to all your attack tiles. Can't go wrong with that. Becomes a copy of the next trinket you choose. So I can have 2 of whatever the next one is. After 6 turns, gains 20 power. Give 20 power to all your tiles. That's really nice. Like, this would be 1 power to all my attack tiles. Basically, you have 4 weapons plus your hero. So this is 4 damage every time one of my tiles attacks, right? After 6 turns of all of that, I would imagine this is going to be more damage than the one time... Well, it's +20 to all of them. And we might be dead in 6 turns. I don't know. Character-specific weapons gain 7 power from the beginning. So now that would be weapons, not my character. This is character-specific to me. See the bow? Whereas this is general. So this would get 7 damage from the get-go. And then we would just search for more of those. This would give +1 power to everything. Try it. We just look for those weapons and we'll really scale with it. And we want to get like a multicast on our bow, I think, as well, even though it's an ammo item and that's bad then. Maybe a different weapon to have multicast. Or we could get copy of the next one. No, let's do this. Alright, why is that special? Because it's a higher... They're B rarity. Okay, taunt damage gives adjacent tiles health. Aura, adjacent tiles get thorns. Here's our things there. This is a generic, like, core for everybody can have access to it. This is actually quite nice because it can hit more than one thing. This is a quiver, not a weapon, so it's not going to get our benefit, but when an adjacent attack tile attacks, it applies coin mark. coin mark is whenever you hit them, the attacker gets an extra coin and that mark is removed. So potentially we can make a lot of money off that. Oh, the donation coins. Every coin earned in battle is donated, and Robin Hood gains power and health. Heroes with donation don't keep coins earned in battle. That makes sense. So I'm actually not... I'm not getting the power level I thought I was, or the economy level. This is just regular economy. Because we're gaining the health and the damage, which is what's helping us win. So we can't complain too much. But this will let us scale that even more. I do like that. And we want to combo this, and we want to get something free, and we're starting to get more expensive things. Might buy both. Well, all these are cheap. I don't want to potentially get like a 3 cost for free. We get a potion. The Fury Gas. Adjacent tiles destroyed, given adjacent attack tiles 2 power. Okay. I need more tactiles. That's all that comes down to. I need more tactiles. I don't know if I really want to mess with dodge. I need to have things that want to get destroyed, and in order for dodge to really benefit me, like things that want to get destroyed that don't have taunt. That's not something I have yet. I do have a lot of taunt, and I could potentially put this, freeze this, and then potentially put thorns on all those things that have taunt. But right now my taunts are all spread out. I think what we just really need to do is just keep fishing. Oh, the Vulture 9000. Whenever adjacent tile is destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles power and health. Another key. This isn't as unique as I thought it was. The Merry Loot is an accessory. Gives adjacent tiles health. When a tile on your board is destroyed, give adjacent tiles health. No weapons. We kind of need weapons. This is a taunt armor. Damage gains a charge. When damaged, gain shield. This is an excellent armor. Because shield just blocks the damage no matter how much it is. And so as long as it lives through 1 hit, it can live through 2. So this is very powerful. So I could sell this for 2, and then with the 4, just get this armor back on the field, and just be able to have another armor, and I think that's worthy. Let's do it. Plus there's another tile to trigger the vial. The vial's not a consumable, which I thought it was at first. So it's another damage we can get to this thing. Whereas this is consumable, and I didn't realize that. Oh well. Puts me to sleep doing that, I guess. So got his armors, though. He's got a rabbit, so he'll get more armor. Like another taunt, rather. Maybe. When our bow wakes up, it's going to be really mad. 26 damage on the bow. Not on the hero. Hit the hero. Hero is protected from death, down to 1 health. But we do give health to all my stuff because of that charge. Hero's got a shield. It's still going, but we've still got our taunt there. There we go. 30 damage on our bow. All right, halfway there. What do we got here? The Lion Locket. When adjacent tile is damaged, give other adjacent tiles thorns. Upgrade our hero. Yes, we have to do that. Still no weapon. So consumable for the Merry Mutton Chop. When adjacent tile is damaged, give all adjacent tiles charge, which I could potentially use over here. Like, not down here, because nothing's damaged here. But we could use it to try to trigger this. Even so. When 6 coins have been donated, apply 5 poison to the hero tile and random 2 tiles. And we know we want to do that donation stuff. Ooh, and we can level this. That costs 1 coin. I've got 2. Okay. So this is going to make it to where all my tiles get 4 health. And we get another item. And this is going to need a level 2 in order to pair and make them level 3. So we'll need 2 level 2s. So I can't pair this yet, but we will definitely hold on to it. Do I hold on to this? I don't think so. I think we're going to primarily focus on this and maybe just swap that out. So instead, I think what I might do is do a reroll. I could do a freebie, but I don't have to have these. I'm going to do a reroll. We're looking for a Robin Hood weapon, which we once again have not found, I don't think. Why don't those want to link? Is it just because I don't have the money? Tier 1, yeah. So we'll just link it later. The Resonance Rifle, when reaching 4 ammo, gain shield. And give the first adjacent attack tile shield. Gain 2 ammo. Now I could definitely stack that next to the ammo as well. Like we could go ammo with this. Can attack without ammo. Attacks using ammo deal 50% more damage. And I love the Gunblade because the Gunblade is going to do a splash area anyway. Like this is a worthy weapon even though it's not getting my plus damage. Like we might not get that at all. But of the 2 choices, I think I'd rather have this because it's hitting 50%. The damage area is all attack tiles by default attack 1 cell. Some may attack in multiple cells in configuration, which means it's potentially going to hit 3 tiles every time it attacks, which is amazing. That messes up people's boards because they don't expect the... Like, I'm not expecting the non-taunts to get hit. At least not right away. So we're going to freeze that. It's an A tier weapon. This is a B tier weapon. It's good. It's better than this thing. But I'm still maxed out on weapons. Like, we could potentially do this. This is giving everything an ammo. And that's giving everything an ammo. So we could potentially build around that. Like, move the Bounty Hunter suit down here. I didn't save the upgraded version, which would have given me more ammo. Have those and then stack around it. Like, we could do something with that. Maybe I save it anyway. Because giving shields is pretty great. But I'm looking for Robin Hood weapons and doing a bad job finding them. Okay, I have no idea what we're looking at here. Lots of consumables. We're already hitting the hero, but he's got thorns. I don't think he's got anything else though. Once those consumables are gone, like that's gonna be it. Hero's asleep. He's got 45 life with shield, 51 life with shield, setting my stuff asleep. But the consumables are running out. And the thorns did hurt. Put him asleep. Close to getting our poison on everything. There's the poison. 5 poison damage on the hero. And he gets to heal up to full again. Don't know how. Fully restored itself whenever. Yep, that's one. But it's gone, and then we got him. It was a lot closer. Almost died from the thorns. A lot closer than it should have been. But I'll take it. Doubles all the thorns. Now, we could have definitely been building a thorns build here. Battle start, effects trigger into extra time. So all of your effects that do battle start, which I don't know if I've got any, would be an extra time. Extra weapon, which would be nice if they were all Robin Hood weapons. Or, this is unique to me, when donating, all attack... Okay, yeah. It's sold. $12. Kind of needing more than that. Coin mark 2. Okay, that would be nice. But I can't, without selling, I can't get this thing too. We really need a weapon. Costs 10. I can buy the weapon. I can put it here, swap those things, and put the other sword somewhere else. Like this thing can just move around somewhere. Yeah, it can be done. What do you think about that? Oh yeah. This is not an ideal spot. This is not going to have as much armor, but now we're giving adjacent tiles ammo. Attacks using ammo deal 50% more damage. Hey Zerg! Yes, we've played it once on stream before, but that was the demo. It has now gone live into full early access. So now we're playing with the new character too. Potentially I could click this. Be nice to get the weapon, but I think I'll still hold off. Sells for 3. I could potentially get that and combined, but I'm not. I'm going to hold on to that. This is quite nice. Everyone's playing the new character. This thing had to reload. I didn't actually watch the gunblade. Did it hit anything useful? Looks like it hit 2 things but didn't kill anything. Still has taunts. There's a good hit from the gunblade. We only killed 1 thing. It'd be nice to finish off more. Gunblade down. He still has 2 weapons. I have none. I just have my main hero, which is hitting pretty hard and poisoning things. I have my other weapon here, but nearly died. Yeah, we're still hitting taunts. He's gonna go for my hero now. We might hit this thing. If he does hit this, then this thing gets taunt. We get 1 more hit. I have to hit his hero right now. And I don't think I do. I think it rotates. We hit a weapon. Or a random bag. Very important that we hit a random bag. Alright, that's gonna be that. Hey Arnold, good to see you. I could do a rematch there. I don't know how close that was. I really don't. I don't know if that was... Give it a go. I'll speed it up. You only get 2 rematches. But the RNG of targeting is different every time. So that's why the rematch matters. Like, potentially we hit different stuff. They hit different stuff. Close. Do I hit the hero or do I hit the silly weapon? How much poison I put? Ah, this is close. Alright. Take the L. It's killing me that I'm not getting any Robin Hood weapons because those are supposed to get +7 power. Like, I don't have the damage that I should be having. Okay, I think this is worth doing the random freebie. Yeah. The Death Bloom Cannon. Deals damage to all opponent attack tiles equal to Death Bloom Cannon's max health. You can build up this thing's health and then clear out the whole board. Like you can do a whole build around it. I would have loved to have had this much earlier in the run in order to do that. What do I have right now? I could potentially give the Healing Draught. No, it gives the item that gets damaged. Gives ammo and power. Power. This is the only thing giving it health. Sells for 6. It's really probably the best thing to do with it. We still don't really have anything with poison, so I'm not going to do that weapon. This thing... I don't think I can afford it. I don't think we can... We're not gaining enough ammo. When I got something silly like this sitting around. I can still do 3 damage to everything. Sells for 3. Not going to get much more value out of this. Plus 50% damage one time. Hey, it's Robin Hood. Damaged. Give hero tile 5 health. Destroyed. Deal 2 damage to all opponent tiles. This is something I could give taunt to. I just have room for this thing. But I could potentially give it taunt. This is the one that gives it taunt. This gains taunt and it has spillover. Like, I would need to give this thing taunt for that to matter a lot. I don't think it's going to be a thing. Don't know how we can get this any health. The Robin Hood. The breadless butter sandwich. That was a good hit. Good hit. We just took out a bunch of... Then he just took me out. I don't know about that one. He's just one-shotting all my stuff. He's got the... Tier 3, Tier 3. That's where all my weapons are. Look at that. Tier 3, Tier 3. Another Robin Hood weapon. Like, he's got all the Robin Hood weapons. I haven't seen a single one aside from the very first turn. Got poison on him. It's not enough. Ah, he has 1 health left. Room for this. Like, when adjacent attack tile with ammo attacks, give it +2 ammo. That's pretty great, especially when I'm looking at this thing too. Like, we could drop the death boom cannon because that didn't even trigger. It also is worth a lot of money. Grab both of these, figure out a way to get this to touch all 3 of the ammo items if I can. It's only too wide. If I don't know if I can have it touching both the archery target and this, but we might be able to make it work. We need Friar Tuck. Yeah, it's flavor. Exactly. This is nice and all, but 1 power... I'm going to hold on. I'm going to move that for a second. And we like this, but I'm going to move that for a second. I'm going to move that for a second. We want this first for the AoE. 75% damage bonus. All 3 of these use ammo. This is going to give ammo, but it's only when it's damaged. This isn't as great as it once was to me. We might do something like this. And then move our hero over and park this next to the 2 bigger weapons. And this is giving ammo to these 2, but not our top one. This doesn't need to be adjacent. This could just trigger off of our R1. Reason why I can't just have 2 of those, right? I feel pretty good about this, to be honest. So we want to freeze the gunblade. This only... I just now realized the ammo dispenser has limited ammo. So this only triggers once. This can trigger twice. This does not have a limit, but it's only when it's damaged and it has limited health. And that's kind of a problem, is I just don't get a lot of... health. Now we've got a little bit more here, but not a ton. Not noticeable. Not when we're hitting for 40 or 50 a shot. It's okay. I feel like we're at least in a better spot than we were a second ago, but we're getting to the builds that have also beaten 7 or 8 in a row. Okay, so we'll trigger that once. Ah. So we got a shield. We're running out of everything. My board is bare. He's got shields again. There goes the hero. And I'm out of rerolls, so that's just a life. 2 left. This might be as far as we go. We can get an extra life. Whatever was the thing that I got? Didn't I get something? Reroll only weapons. A little late now. 3 rerolls. Let's just get the life. Kinda lame. Yeah, there's a Sherwood Shiv. So this would have plus 7 damage. Get our gunblade to top tier if I can get the money for it. I don't have the money for it, so let's hope for a freebie. One of these might be free. Nope, it's you. I'll just sell you. Now we have the money to at least group these 2 together. Sell the freebie item. Maybe. Battlestart, give invincible to the adjacent tile the sundial points towards. Every 4 turns rotate clockwise and give invincible to adjacent tile points towards. That's a nice accessory. I don't want to sell it. What if we sell this instead? Place this here. Okay. You with me? Get another thing. The tactical tally stick. Battlestart effects unlocked based on the number of Robin Hood tiles on your board. Okay, if we have 4 Robin Hood tiles. So how many Robin Hood tiles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. I don't have the 8, so we wouldn't get the extra 2 coins. Well, he would be 1, so I would have 8 with that. Adjacent tiles would get 7 health. You get coins, and then adjacent tiles could get dodge. No sense, no harm in doing that. And then we could potentially give invincible to something, which would be nice to be on my hero. This right now is only giving the weapon, which is scaling a little bit, but it's just 2 power. I think instead... we give the cloak invincible. Rotate 90 degrees. Oh, it's going to rotate. Which way 90 degrees? Probably clockwise? Yeah, it is clockwise. Right, 90 degrees clockwise. So that's awful. I could do this, but the cloak would have to live 4 turns to matter. this is just not great. Not great where it is anyway. Adjacent tile has to be destroyed for this. Like, giving my hero invincible means we survive an extra hit. That in alone is worthy. Damage gives the other 2 adjacent tiles. I can sell that for 3. There's just not anything I can buy. I can throw it on the board, but I don't know if there's anything where an adjacent tile getting destroyed would matter. So he would have taunt up here still, but the spillover could cause it to still hit my hero, which could be disastrous. Okay, so technically that can trigger. Okay. I mean, they're not ideal, but they can trigger. This gives me 2 coins. What's nice about getting the 2 coins is that means it's going to trigger this and trigger both of these. Needs a charge. Hey, Mike, good to see you. His board is mostly empty. He's got a lot of tier 3s. I have 1. Ooh, but that was a nice hit. It says shield on everything. Is that from this? Revive his, so he's going to revive his hero with 60% health. There's the revive, right? Or did we already kill him once? Yeah, there's a revive. Pretty sure. Yeah. Ah, it's 2 charges. Okay, still reviving. I'll get you this time. All right, living on a prayer here. This is unique item. Unique item. When adjacent consumable is triggered, give it +1 use. Very nice. I can also level this thing up. Adjacent tiles give health. When a tile on your board is destroyed, give adjacent tiles health. That would have been really nice to have with that bloom weapon. Adjacent tiles get thorn and apply sleep 3 to a random attack tile when this thing is destroyed. This doesn't have taunt, so you'd have to give it taunt, which you could do with like the Twin Hunger that we just sold, or the dodge here. Like, I can make that work, but I'm more interested in this right now. So this is just a doubling of the damage and health. And I can't use that because it's a weapon without selling off my other weapons, and I think we're pretty happy with what we've got. We're not doing a poison build. I could still grab this. Adjacent consumable is triggered, give it an extra use. The heal is not valuable to me really at all. This having an extra use is nice. What are the consumables? I could just move this and have it next to... I mean, the coin mark is okay, but it's only next to the one item. I think I'd rather have... I'd rather have it like right there to where it might get the thing there. Like, I can make that work. There we go. Full board. not really triggering our adjacent tile very often. Like, this is the only one. These two are both potentially getting destroyed, but, you know. These ones don't have taunt. Mike, yesterday you got information that your accordion is delayed by 1 month. I thought you already had one. Is this a new accordion or repairs on your existing one? For those who don't know, over on my Discord channel, we have a Skills of an Artist section where I just want to have all of your guys' amazing creative things that you do there. And Mike plays the accordion, so he has recordings of him playing on that. It's awesome. So it's a new one, but it's delayed by a month. Is that because of where it's shipping from? Like, from across the world? No? Okay. He's got the Death Bloom. He has no ammo. He's running out of weapons. Running out of health on the hero. I still have several taunts, but about to lose one. There's the big boom. Kept all our weapons still. Now he's just down to his hero. Death protection on the hero. Finish the hero. Easy peasy. They shuffled the production line. Other accordions will be earlier, some even later. Is that... Oh, he's still going. Is that because they're all being handmade? It's not just some factory. They're hand making each one of these things. I imagine it's really highly specialized item. Yeah, they're handmade. You can only make so many at a time. At least they have the decency to communicate that with you. Let you know what's going on. This thing will grow? Yeah, if I was doing Thorns, I could really... Like, this guy could have done a nice Thorns build, I think. But I just never... It never happened. I can and I will combine this. What is this? The Chainmail. Taunt. Battlestar. For each connected armor tile. Connected. Not adjacent. Connected. Gain 3 health. Huh. I don't know if any of this really matter to me. This gives it more health, and plus 2 more B4, and 2 more ammo. That's amazing. That's really nice. Berserker's Ring. Damage. Applies stun to the attacking tile, but again, it doesn't have taunt. I think rather than worrying about these or trying to make that work, we're just going to reroll. We've already got maxed out here. I could... Ooh. This would get me double the health, which is nice because the damage is it has to survive, not get destroyed. This doubles the health, which is not a lot still, but it does give +2 power. It's just I'm only touching 1 item. I'd rather get the shield thing. Selling this gets me 3, which is enough to buy this, but not to combine it. So what we'll do, and by the way, what's this? Tactiles damage, but adjacent one. 5 power. That's not bad. I'm gonna freeze this, and we're gonna buy this because I can play it right now. We're last, you know, survival moments here. Last gasp. When adjacent attack tile spends its charges, give adjacent tactile +3 power. So I don't have attack tiles with charges. I've got defense ones. So this I could sell for 2. We'll hold on to it then. Okay. Achievement for 1,000 health gained. Probably could have done that, double the turn start things, because I didn't realize all my abilities down here are like plus health and everything. He's just... Everything he touches, he destroys, doesn't he? Oh, the shields. That's not nice. He's got a bunch of thorns. Running out of taunts. There's my shields. Some bonus health. No. 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 I still gotta burn through his shields. It's not happening, chat. Not happening. There's my death protection. My last chance right here. With the gunblade. Will you hit the hero for 50 damage? Nope, because the gunblade's down. He's still just going. Oh, and just a insult to injury there. They plan to collect orders and then start and produce all in order. Yeah, but then they change their orders evidently. But it's still exciting though. You're getting one. It's longer than you thought. Any tile besides the hero tile. This might be okay to merge something. They're Italian. Okay, yeah, they're Italians. I am a quarter Italian. A new rematch thing. 3 rerolls. Let's just merge something. I think I can get like a tier 3 on the resonance blade or something here. Wow, if I had a... Oh, that's consumable. But if I had a dodge build, this would be amazing. But we're just going to sell it. And that can scale decently. We could buy this. And hope to get a tier 3. It's not great. It's really not. That's right. This is giving adjacent tiles 7 health. I forgot about that. At least give that to my hero. A lot to remember. This is not doing a lot. There's this. I'm gonna reroll. I'm not gonna do this. It's more shields. I could level this thing up. What would it do? Every 3 turns it would rotate. I don't know if we're really caring. Costs 7. Well, it costs 8 to merge. This I could just upgrade something. Like we could just go ahead and get this thing upgraded right now. 28 damage. 24 health. +20 health and give 10 attack power to adjacent tiles and 3 ammo. Like that's really great. That might be what I want to do. Can't upgrade the unique. $36 life. I think this is going to be the one I would do. With 20 health, there's a decent enough chance that it'll survive more than one hit and be able to trigger that. Something like this would want to have the items, like the defensive items that, like, you know, when it takes a damage, deals the damage adjacent, you know, something like those, where I can trigger it myself multiple times, but I just don't have that luxury. That costs 2 gold to merge. Okay, well. I stun to the attacking tile, but it's not taunt, so I can't really trigger it. You know, I almost should give invincible to something like that. The problem is it rotates clockwise. I can move everything, but I don't want to move everything. Could give this invincible, rotate clockwise. That's actually decent now. Here. This way, at least it's more likely to get across to the 3 different items. This only needs 2 items. Then I can sell you for 3, sell you for 3. I've got 6 gold. I think it's a reroll. Unless we want to, we can freeze that. No, it's not. It's not a reroll. Let's go. Definitely sad about this specialist thing not triggering. Not being a thing, rather. Okay, so we survived that. Everyone gets 10 damage. Take out a bunch of stuff right off the start. Almost 4 items. Survive again. 10 more damage. 3 more ammo. That just got the invincibility to survive. I don't know if that's going to rotate yet. Invincibility on his stuff. We're hitting the hero, and I still have plenty of taunts. So much ammo. I don't know what I would do with all this ammo. Alright, we're up to 9. We're still going. Making a duplicate. We can actually make an A tier on that if we really want. Destroy. The effects of the adjacent tiles trigger twice. No, just destroyed effects trigger twice. When adjacent tile is destroyed, give all attacks, attack tiles plus all attack tiles plus 4 power. Okay. This is nice, but I don't even know if I need the extra ammo anymore. We had a lot of ammo that run. Ooh, I could have saved that other one. What? It's a Snecko Eye. Apply 6, confuse 6 to all weapons on my board. Shop start. If the tile is on your board, receive 2 copy cards. So we could. It even says from Slay the Spire. Do you see that? That's awesome. Okay, so the main reason that you play this is early on, I guess, in order to get copy cards down here. Confusion is going to only attack tiles can be confused. They attack random tiles, but other attack tiles except themselves. It might attack my own stuff. Confusion 6. All my weapons. And my weapons might randomly hit things on the enemy board, but I think that's a horrible item. Hilarious, but horrible. I can combine these two, but at the moment I think I'd rather have 2 items getting invincible. Because the rotation doesn't really matter that much to me. And these can't combo just yet, so I don't really need to buy them just yet. I can sell these 2 things. Again for 6. I'd have... I don't know, they could do that. I'd have 12. I could pick something up so I'd have another reroll slot. But we have to live. Here we go. We go first. I do wish I had my battle start triggers happening twice. Nice first hit. Feel pretty great about clearing half our board. There's the invincibility triggering. Another plus 10 to everything. We got 88 damage on our gunblade. Death survival there. And the next weapon. Done. I think that is 10 victories. I think that wasn't like we have to do one more. I think we just got it. We did. First try. Okay, that was really tough. That was down to our last life. That was the maximum number of rounds it might take. Almost Chamber 2, the Maw. Thought I already was in Chamber 2. So this is cool. So the build is autosaved in duels, and then what happens is I can have this code. This code that you see on the screen I can copy, and I can place it, like I'll do in the chat. And what happens is then you can take that code. I don't know if it works in the demo of the game, but you can take that code, plug it into your game, and play against me over on the duels, and I'll show you where that is. Which is a cool thing. So over here on the duels section, this top one, no, the bottom one here, because that's the Robin Hood character. So this is the one we just did. Now I can save it as a favorite. I've got 7 slots or something. Yeah, 7 slots to save as a favorite. Maybe we will, just because. Right, so now it won't get deleted. These ones, you have like your most recent 3 just get rotated. But now I've got it down here, and now it's in the duels, and so what people can do is they can start, like they can click that, click start, and then they would type in that code, and then they would fight against that character. Now, I don't know if I can do a mirror. Can I do a mirror? I can do a mirror, but I don't want to because it also is keeping track of your win-loss. Like I've got a character up here, 9 wins, 3 loss, which is not bad, right? Not bad. So I don't know if that's any sort of global recording thing or just a local thing. But it's still pretty cool. So anyway, like you could play versus me. You could play against the build I just had with all this ammo, bunch of taunts, some shielding. Pretty straightforward build. Okay, and then progression-wise, that now actually got me farther than I was with my total Alice runs. But what we might do is we might go back to a Wukong build because it is what I'm more familiar with. Although, actually, we could do it again and try, like, the Thorns or the Poison. That way, you guys can at least, like, kind of see the same character again, but in a totally different build. That might make more sense. Thorns and or Poison. Don't know. Ooh, okay, we'll have our bow again. Got a pistol that we could do. Taunt to an adjacent accessory. Yep. This has taunt, give adjacent tiles power. So what we might do is not combine these. I might just get one. Never mind. I was going to buy and I wanted a taunt. However, I can't buy it and unlock the 2 tiles necessary. So we're going to go and do this and get a combo. See what we get. Random weapon. I guess we'll pair that anyway, just because it's there. And this does give taunts to adjacent accessories. And if you recall, there were a bunch of accessories that didn't have taunt but wanted to be destroyed. So this is one way to do it. So now we just have a bunch of weapons. My character is set up to go first. I think we want this to go first. That way it gets the +2 attack power. So we just move everything. Now this will go first, then my character, then this. Because it's going to go like from left to right on each row. So it would go the bow, then the hero, then down a row, and then the sword. And what's happening is the first round, if I go first, I get just the bow. 1 attack on my side. Then the opponent gets 2 attacks. Then it comes back to me, and I get 2 or 3. I don't really remember. And so on. So I think it's 3, and then 4, and then 5 for everybody. I think it's 5 for everybody because of the weapon limit. Something like that. That might not be. It might not be that clean. We fought this guy already, but not his early build. Okay. Take it. Like that could have gone either way. Hidasha, we just won our first run, and now we're on our second run. So technically, yes. Yes, we are winning. Another bow. Good stuff. We know we want something to keep me alive. For each connected armor tile, gain 3 health, and this thing has taunt. I can make that do something eventually here. Now, every time it's damaged, give adjacent attack powers +1 damage, so it'll give everybody some damage. I like all of these things, including this, because it just, I can heal it up so that way it can do the damage again. So, like, I'm not gonna freeze it. I'm just gonna buy it. That way we at least have 2 slots to refresh next turn. The game seems pretty RNG dependent based on targeting. Yes, though you actually get some say in it by building taunts or not. It's up to you to have taunts. So most games are like RNG without you really having any say on what the enemy RNG is, but in this one you actually do get some say. My targeting is less reliable. Like, I can decide what he targets. I have less reliability on what I get to target. Ow. Ow. Now, because of that RNG, this is a good example, I could do I get 2 rematches to re-roll the RNG. And, oh, you said specifically the early game. Yeah, so that could be, like, I could do it right now, even. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but here we go. It's our same guy. We fought him a bunch. And then that goes, why do we target that every time? By targeting that first, we're giving him a free taunt. If we target anything else, then he wouldn't have had an extra taunt, which means he gets a free hit. Because this thing doesn't give him anything after the fact. It's really annoying. I think that gives him the round again. Unless I hit the hero right here. Nope, not gonna get the hero. Yeah, GG. Yeah, because out of all of these we had to hit this, both games we hit this thing first, giving that taunt. Now we got this one random tile in the shop would be free. This receives a loot sack. It gives bonus uses charges and ammo. Gotta check that out. So that's gonna be an item on the field, right? Ooh, and we got this. Okay. And there's the Purse of the Poor. Every 2 coins donated, give adjacent tiles health and attack. There's some good stuff here. I want it all. Let's click this. Battle start. And every 10 turns, give adjacent tiles 1 use, charge, and ammo. Huh. Don't have enough money to play everything yet, so we're just gonna do that. That did give me a bunch of damage, which was kind of nice. Weapons have 25% more power per active identical weapon. We'll get that. Revive the first destroyed accessory with full health. Gives your attack tiles thorns. Whenever an armor is destroyed, give your 2 power and 2 health to your attack tiles. Well, we did a lot of... This would have been great last round. Let's see about doing a thorns build. This is going to have all my attack tiles have thorns. So battle start, I'm going to get charges to those things every 10 turns, which I don't think will trigger again, but at least we give an extra ammo to this so it can fire twice at the start. That's a big deal. I can spend 3 and get this on the board. Connected armor tile, which would be this. That's an armor. Might have to rearrange things to really maximize what all it's touching. I can buy one of these, but it costs a coin to merge. So what if instead we just level up this. Freeze that too. We want all of it. An adjacent tactile is damage. Give it chain attack. Oh, chain attack's amazing. And I can give an extra... That's only when it's damaged. Still, I want all of it. And every 6 turns now, and 2 ammo. Okay, and I don't know where we will fit that. Figured it out, but it'll be next turn. Do I freeze this too? I just can't. It'd be nice because I can give it an extra use. Right? So an extra use means more chain. Chain means that they get to attack over and over. Right? So it wouldn't necessarily be greatest on the bow with limited ammo, but then again, it has extra ammo. And every time it attacks, it gets power for the round, right? Like, there's some good things with that. This thing needs to be an extra accessory as well to really benefit. Otherwise, this is just taking up space. Fine, we'll just freeze everything. Literally everything. You made me do it. I don't like that dying immediately. Thorn's finished off his bow at least. Ow. Nope. Not good. Oh, we almost killed him with the thorns. 1 health. An echo, so that's an extra life. Merge with any tile to receive a level 1 copy of it. Drag on shot bell to get 3 rerolls. So for example, if I buy this, I can merge that and I can get a tier 3 because I get a level 1. Might not be the best play, but I could do it. I feel like I'm kind of stuck with it, so... It's a bad weapon. I shouldn't do this. Once again, we're out of money. The power monocle. When adjacent to tactile spends its charges, we're not currently using selling. Hey. Okay. Oh, and we just killed him. Oh, he's back! Now we're gonna wait to the last possible moment to kill him. Core weapons gain +7 power. So that would be the opposite. Like, that would have been great last run. The weapons hit multiple times. If they have, it's really a turn order thing. It's just going too fast to really know what's, for you to be able to see what's going on. So it's a turn order. Yes, they do hit multiple times. There is an ability to give them multi-hit, which I actually have saved on the shop. I want to get multi-hit. So, but usually it's each turn. So turn 1, player 1 has their upper leftmost weapon fire first. So it checks from top to bottom. So left to right. Left to right. And aha, there's a bow. It's going to use, it's a weapon. It's going to use this. But player 1 only gets one attack. Player 2, to compensate for going second, gets 2 attacks. So it'll do the same thing. It'll pick its 1 and then the next weapon, which is your hero in my case. So it would be 1, 2. And then it goes back to me and I get 1, 2, and then goes down to the next row and hits 3. But you can have up to 3 weapons plus your hero, and you can actually have more based off of these things. So it keeps adding. You thought that in the demo, it hit everything under its size? Oh, that's because when we were playing the demo, there were, I remember playing the demo and having a great time with items that actually had like a splash according to their size. That's a specific couple of items, like the gunblade I had in my previous run just now, does do that. But these ones don't. These ones are not hitting extra tiles. The ones I currently just have. I might be picking this just because it's useful, but +1 isn't all that amazing. I don't have any reason to have to go core weapons, but I'm kind of curious. Just gonna do it. See, there's a core weapon. Battle start, gain 1 power and health for each adjacent accessory. These two together are pretty amazing. Do I want to bother with that? I don't know. Oh, sorry about the hats. Yeah, there's weapons that have splash, and those weapons are the ones you're thinking of. They hit for the footprint of the tile. But I don't have any currently. When an adjacent attack tile is damaged, give it, so this has to get damaged, but we would give it a chain and a health. And we can do that twice. because of this thing, and maybe a third time because this might, if we go 6 rounds. But what's nice about that is every time this attacks, it gets more power. It's not the most amazing weapon, but Chain is going to stack even more with this thing I just got. So there you go. And Arnold with the gift sub to make sure Zerg does not suffer from ads for a whole month. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you so much. Woohoo! All right, we got 4. I can sell things, but I think instead we'll just try to fit something else on the board here. Power. Yes, we've unleashed Zerg's emote abilities. It's true. I got 4. Like, I can just play this. I could play this. My positioning is not ideal. Kind of what I'm suffering with right now. This is the only accessory I have, and I don't really want to give that taunt. Like, this thing's... I'm not thinking that I'm going to keep it very long here. I'm not going to save that anymore. Damage to give adjacent tiles and ammo. This thing can have a lot of ammo. This thing is still getting damage from this guy. I don't have a coin to put that out. I wish I did. Should have thought of that. That's okay. Let's go. Whoa, whoa! A hype train just started? Don't even know why. But there it is. It's surely because of the gift sub. I don't know. That's awesome, though. Very cool. Hype train. You get more weapons out. Took 3 hits. That wasn't bad. Oh, there's the multi-hit because of the thorns. We're getting multi-hit. Oh, goodness. Arnold giving out the gift subs now. 5. That is a hype train. I understand now. That is a hype train. Thank you. Congrats, everyone. Enjoy the ad-free viewing and emotes. Thank you so much, Arnold. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Gotta level up our hero. Wand. Battle start, give dodge to the tile that Blitzbond is pointing towards. Give +1 charge to all your tiles on board. Have any tile charge things, but I will in that. This is an accessory, so when this is destroyed, give the... And I could have that next to here, so I could utilize that. Sure. There's no tile with taunt. Gain taunt. It has thorns. It would gain even more thorns. It's got an area. Sure. We'll freeze that. Now, if I'm going to get rid of this thing, that means I still have another slot for weapon. We could do poison. I don't know if it's going to be a poison game, but our character naturally does poison. So, sure. Christian Christensen, we're on a good run. I actually won the last run, and it was a nail biter. The last run, you have to get 10 wins and you have 5 lives. I was all the way down to 9 wins, 1 life on our 15th game, and we pulled through. We got a win. So we went 15, Games got our 10th win. It was great. We actually had an extra life, which is why we were able to go 15 games, not 14 games. We got an extra life along the way. And that was great. Now, we've lost 2 lives, 1 4. It's not stellar. This is a new character. I'm learning a new character as we go. But I'm having fun. This is a... We're doing a different build, completely different than last time. It's unique. This guy's played a lot. Level 15 character. So you know that he knows, more likely anyway, that he knows what he's doing. I do. Not getting the one-shots on that. Yeah, because I would have gotten the revive. Need this thing to have taunt. Or thorns. Out of taunts. That revives. We're still 1 short. Everything is 1 damage short. Alright, hit the hero. Multi-hits. Hit the hero again. Let's go. No, not the random immortality peach. Hit the hero. Ah! That was the dodge right there. That was a good thing. No, he hits the whole board. Come on, hit the hero. Wait, no, he's got invincibility. No, stop it. Okay. Okay, he's dead this time. We're down to 1 tile on the whole board. Okay, that was not easy. But we got there. We got there. New accessory trinket here. Effects trigger an extra time. Now, is this a start of the, like... We would have wanted this a lot last round. Like, last round, that was great. This doesn't say battle start. That doesn't say battle start. This does. But it only is to the tile anyway. This does, and it gets a lot of health for that. Like, that's... And we're hopefully going to make that. That would be good. Battle start. This one does. Okay, so I would say that's worthy. Doubles thorns in your tiles. Now, I am getting 3 thorns on everything. That would double. And I'm trying to get... There's a weapon that has thorns. So that's actually good, too. An extra weapon. When donating, all tactiles get 3. I'm not really going donate. We did this last run. It was okay. And not even close, says Mike. Okay, so we could do thorns or do the extra battle starts. Can I hide this? I can't hide this. What's the rotate? Looking at the... That's about... Because I want to look at the weapon that has thorns on it. Is it like a battle start gets thorns, which we could then double that? Or does it just have thorns? I feel like thorns is okay, but it's not necessarily going to scale. I'm going to do battle start. All right, what do you have? Okay, just a flat amount of thorns, which is a lot. When a tile on your board is destroyed, give adjacent tiles health. Oh. All right, let's see if we can't figure this out. I want this. This also hits it. To Zerg's question earlier, this one, do you see the damage area? It has like a primary, and then it by default attacks 1 cell. Some may attack at multiple cells in configuration. So this one will hit a extra tile, and I think it's for like a fraction of the damage. Maybe it's just 1, or maybe it's whatever's left. But you see how it's like a hollow square on the damage area. In addition, it's got thorns. It's going to have taunt. This is something that I think is good. And we haven't actually been running our full board, so I need to get my full weapons out. That's going to actually make this go first, though. Got 1 coin, I can move it down. This is going to go first. I want this to go first. Now, I don't give everything the... Ah! Oh yeah, we're doubling battle start effects, so this is actually more valuable too. Power and health for each adjacent accessory. I don't really have that many accessories. Sell this for 3, but I'd lose out. I can't replace the weapon just yet. Hey, all right. Is it the end of the world that this goes first? Would we rather have the damage? It's just 1 damage. I'd rather have this go first, I think. More damage, but it also, whenever it damages, gains power. So that's just more total power it's going to have. After the first round, we're getting more hits because of that. If I move that back, we'd have 2 less damage in order to gain 1 damage. Both out of taunts. Hurts. Multi-hit. Ah! That! Multi-hits. Need to actually hit the hero. 22! 22 is not 24. He has 2 hits. But the thorns! The thorns! Ha! I never doubted. I never doubted. Totally confident there. I knew that was easy peasy. Destroy deals damage to all opposing opponent attack tiles per remaining ammo. That would have been great last round where we had tons of ammo. I still want to get that going. Destroyed deals damage to everything on the opponent and my side. Now this is an accessory that you'd want to have parked next to here or something. It doesn't have taunt. So you don't always trigger this, but what's nice is it does 1 damage to my stuff, which whenever I take damage gives everything a power, you know. Like all the things that damage gives an ammo. So when this is damaged, this thing's gonna give it a chain and attack. Like 1 damage on my stuff usually is not bad. Really know. This is not doing me anything unless I get this charge here. That's not doing much either. Battle start. Give taunt to adjacent tiles with destroyed effects, which we compare with this. When adjacent tile is destroyed, gain taunt and 2 health. So this thing is a taunt, but it also can make this thing get destroyed first. So these together is very potent. They're both accessories, which would have been nice with that other sword that I passed up. So destroyed effect, so like that, this. I'm not really building a bunch of destroyed effects. I kind of wanted to do the start of battle effects, which I'm not seeing a lot of. We need to get that done. Today is the day of stream streaks. It's true. Christian has 3. Very nice. Arnold was busy gifting, so everyone else can have them, right? Mike had 5 stream streak 52 minutes ago. Zerg, 95 stream streak. Most impressive. Hype train level 2 has been reached. Thank you for the 6 gift subs, Arnold. Very generous, thank you. I can do this as well. I need to remember that. Gets more charges and all. Oh, it lives. You still got this taunt. Poison me. Ugh. I need to have that move somewhere more intelligent. He's getting some real damage there, isn't he? No! I have no, like, extra life or shielding or anything like that as an insurance policy. I could try a rematch there. I don't know. I don't know how that went. 95 days. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Zerg and Cardella, who's probably lurking as well, are my mods, and they do a lot of helpful stuff behind the scenes. Keep things civil. They're even on all of our multi-chat, well, not multi-chat, but multi-stream channels, checking things out. He has less items now. Still have to go through every last thing. There we go. All right, re-roll was successful. That's a Danish guy? All right. Where's that destroyed effects when you need it? I don't want to keep this around forever. I really don't. Now that we have all these, I don't think we're going to have a poison build. Let's not do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to utilize this. Like, I could potentially drop this right here. Really nice to get another armor touching this thing because we double it at the battle start. We're gonna have more. Like, I need to figure out how to get another armor there. Potentially, I could just get another one of itself, right? Like, just do that. This thing, by just now doing that, this thing did not, like, it basically made everything kind of... Right, because now this is taunt, but it has the thorns and stuns. Like, that's a defensive thing. I don't know. Battle start, give adjacent tiles charge and everything, and that will do this. So if I sell something, because we're doing double battle start, so I can get this, basically we can trigger this People's Pledge numerous times at the start here, giving all my tiles plus health. It's only 2 health, but we can trigger it multiple times. This thing you get an extra use. Ammo. I don't know, but it's something. Yeah, see, there's all that health, and we're triggering all that twice. Need to level this thing. Oh. Oh, they're confused. That's why they're attacking stuff that's not taunt. He's got the Snake-O Eye! That's like the bomb. Oh. We start attacking the hero yet? Please? Oh, no, gotta take out that. He still hits for 31, which is all my life is. There we go. So I can survive a hit now. Finish him. Oh, he's got death protection. Okay. It was wild. Oh, that's right. We got that freedom key last round, and it's just a random thing. Like, unlocks board cells. Eh. Random C tier armor. Get an extra life. These are bad. No reroll. See, I don't know where. I have never seen a treasure chest, so being able to unlock them seems extraordinarily rare. The extra life is not bad, but I'm gonna go for the armor because I want to know. Taunt, battle start, give invincible to the tile that it's pointing towards, so I can give my hero invincible if we want. Oak Jr. Every 5 coins donated gains shield and 2 random adjacent attack tile shield. That's interesting. I like this too. Sale. Right now I'm thinking about just buying these two. Move this out in the corner. Now I'm going to move it down here, I guess, because then it can at least give that attack tile. Now our hero has a turn of immortality. Invincible. I don't know, it might even get 2 triggers of it. I really don't know if that's how it works. If it gets 2 stacks, I doubt it. Once you're invincible, how do you get doubly invincible? don't think we're donating enough coins to justify this. I could buy this, but it's really only affecting the one thing. Like this is on the deck to be removed, honestly. I could just pick this up. It's on sale and hold it. Probably will do me more good than the bounty hunter, because we have enough ammo to begin now. And then the shield. It's nice. You have to survive the damage, so it's not going to have enough health to really survive, but it might get a shield every once in a while. It would be more valuable than this. So let's just look at this for a second. Okay, let's look at this for a second. Roll. Catapults. When adjacent attack tile attacks, gains a charge. Charge, deal 5 damage to all opposing attack tiles. It's an accessory. Adjacent to attack tile. Yeah, we did this. Ammo and power. Destroyed. Apply 2 poison to all tiles. I could have this park next to here, but we've already got something going for that. This would be a nice upgrade from this thing, but at this point, I don't know if I have room. Adjacent attack tile destroys a tile. Spend an ammo. This is a weapon. No, it's an accessory with ammo. I didn't know accessories could have ammo. Accessory with ammo to gain a point. And so, park that here. Actually, kind of nice to figure out a way to have it parked next to both of those. I can. And this, when adjacent tile attacks, give adjacent attack tiles health and power. I can double it, but it won't show me. Might just double its health. When any adjacent tiles damage, give all adjacent attack tiles 2 power. Like, I could potentially drop the cloak and squeeze in these things. Not going to go for the money. We haven't. That's not how we've been playing. I don't think this will scale enough either. It's a B accessory. It could be a lot. Whenever it attacks, which again, if I park it here, it might be getting the multi-hit from this. I don't like the idea of losing another taunt. There's enough tiles to fit these back in here if I can sort it. I've got 2, so I can unlock both, and then we can have 4 tiles. We just have to maneuver things. This thing down here is so useless. I can't believe I've held on to it this long. I want to keep this thing getting that attack buff if possible. This isn't all that helpful to me either. I want to get this touching both of those. Potentially I could do... I want to do something like that, but and this isn't touching. It's only touching that, and that's worthless. I'm just moving things. I don't have a plan yet, sorry. Potentially, these things could be, like, over yonder. Hey, Uno, shields up! This is not helping me down here. I don't know if I'm close, but I'm feeling closer. This thing has to be touching that. This is not where it needs to be. This doesn't have to be touching that. This... Nope, no. I want these to be touching those too. Ah! It's not the bow that needs to be touching both, it's that. So what if I do... Like the whole goal is I wanted to fit an armor in here. That's what we were working towards. And I can now, but I'm not having both of these touching this anymore, which is... That was the priority. Or this. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, I want to fit the shield. It's just... I don't feel like this is better than what we had, and I don't think I can find the way where it was. I think whatever has happened, we're stuck with what it is now. Adjacent tiles. Like, we could just not have... the healing drought's tier 1, it's 4 health. This is 2 health on everything. Like, that's more of a priority. We can just go with that. And then this gives ammo, this gives power. It's not touching anything that needs ammo or power. But this has charge. Well, it already has charge. So, like, this... The start of the battle, gain a charge won't help this. But even so, I could have this down here. At least giving a damage to that. And you know what else? By doing this, now my hero's attacking first, not this. Ah! The two 2x items straight above the top left corner and the bow vertical next to it. Because it's not just about the bow. Are you talking about the loot sacks being the 2x items? It's about that too. Want this thing to get the extra charges. That's the big thing is the consumable charges onto that. Which I can kind of do like this. I can get the potion, but it's not. Kind of can. Is it better? I think we get more charges on the snack attack here. I don't know. I think we just gotta go. I got 1 point. I can click this. Shift these up and have that there. Let's go. Sorry. I mean, that is half the game, right? Is to figure all that out. But now we're having the sword, the weapon going first, which is what I wanted. And that should give me a multi-hit? Yep. My damage is lacking, it seems. Hitting the same thing 4 times. Got some serious taunts. He also has the death bloom, so we'll take damage to everything whenever we do kill it. Ah. That's it for my taunts. Stun him. The bomb on me. I'm death survive, 1 health, and he survives and I take Thorns damage and die. Ah! With his 1 health. That was painful. That was painful. I'm not feeling it this time. Now we've got this thing. It's so bad. I don't want those. That's right. This thing was supposed to be parked next to that, and now it's not. So it's really, we're not getting any damage from that. He was cheating. I don't know if it was cheating. This is giving adjacent tiles power. I should have had that up there. And the heal here is doing nothing. Ah, this is so bad. Here, I don't know. It's so bad. Fine, we can make it golden. Oh, it needs 2 coins. Whatever. It's 7. I can merge that to give our hero 1 attack. Yes. Ooh, that's actually nice. No more coins to merge that. Gav! Hey! Yes, we are merging. Emerging. This is killing me here. This is such a bad... Like, I thought I had something going, and I really don't. I really don't. We're only surviving this long just by brute force having just tons of stuff. There's not a combo, not a clean build here. It's just stuff. Whoa, that's a lot of health he just got. I like that. He's got a bunch of those. He's got all the cool stuff. The out of taunts? We are attacking weapons now. My last taunt has thorns, so that kills his weapon. Got the big one. His hero only has 10 damage. I think we'll get there. We have a new taunt, too. Alright. Does he have a revive? Nope. Okay. The hoarder strat seems beatable. Yeah, my strat of just hoarding everything did not pay off very well, but we got through that one. Every 3 turns gain a charge. When adjacent tile is damaged, apply poison to the attacking tile. I could leverage that because I could start it off with charge. Right? So we could... When adjacent tile is damaged... It's only poison 2, though. I don't have a lot of poison. Could do this. When adjacent attack tile attacks, gains a charge. Again, we could have it next to those... the loot sacks there. And then... deals 5 damage to all opponent attack tiles. But 5 isn't much. Potentially have both of those next to this. It'd be rebuilding my entire board, and I can't at this point. I just can't mentally handle it. Let's level that. I've just got to admit that I can't. When adjacent attack tile is damaged, give it 5 power. And again, potentially could have more charges to it. 5 power on something like this with potential multi-hit. It's just, it's not really multi-hit. Like, I don't have a build with this thing getting stacked and like just having a bunch of it. It's not a build. It's just I'm throwing stuff together and hoping for the best. Come Donald, thank you for being here. We could do this. Get a little bit more thorns. To merge it, I'll need another coin. We'll have to sell something. This, every 4 turns, remove all debuffs from adjacent tile. Ah, the foam face. We're just gonna sell some and make that work. This, sadly, even though it's a higher tier, I think it's just we're not getting any value out of it. it's only triggering once a round because when my hero attacks, and it's only going to give the 1 health and attack to that. Like, it's just not. We just got to do something. When the hero tile is damaged, give tiles adjacent to the piece with dove 5 health. That would be amazing with the death bloom. With the death bloom. Let's hold on to it for a second, because if I end up merging something else, like merging 2 things together here, let's hold on to it for a second. We have 2 lives. We only need to do 1 more win. 2 chances. Here we go. There goes that. There goes all of those. Oh my. Yeah, these are the weapons that we wish we had. Got him level to 3 as well. Now we are getting multi-hit on my hero, which is then triggering this thing. And so just forget the bow, or you're just using the hero. Oh, and there goes all 3 of those things. Nice. Impressive. Thing's out of ammo, at least. Oh, and that almost killed me. And that did kill me, we just had invincible. He has thorns, and that'll kill me. As I was saying, we have 1 chance and 1 life. As I was saying. We got 9. That's not bad. I could get an extra life. Recovery. Reroll only weapons. Merge with any tile besides the hero tile. Now that's actually really interesting because I could do it on my tier 3 stuff. We get extra life. Let's go all in. Like where's my loot? The loot sack here? I can't get any more of those. But this way we can make it tier 3 right away. Every 4 turns, we will give a extra use 2 charges at the battle start, by the way. 2 charges is good because that means we trigger this every time. Alright, so that's obviously we'd do that. Now with this, adjacent tiles destroy, give adjacent attack tiles power and health. Hey look, an actual good weapon, but it's kind of late. Battle start, give taunt to adjacent tiles with damaged effects. Ooh. Adjacent tiles destroyed, gain a... That's really good. First adjacent tile attacks, remove taunt from the hit target. Destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles power. This is interesting. Damage effects. So, damage, gain a charge. These already have taunt, so it'd be for the things that don't have taunt. Yeah, I would need to build around that, and I can't. We had that. Think about doing a build with that. We didn't. Attack tiles damage. Give it 50% bonus damage. I could give extra charges to that. So where would we place it? I could potentially get it like next to my hero instead, you know? If I can merge these, I can make it work. Maybe. It's interesting. room to fit that. I think we're just not. There's that thing. Aura. Give adjacent attack tiles 2 power and 2 health for each adjacent attack tile. My attack tiles are all over the place. We love this one. The shields. These aren't bad. The problem is knowing that I would have to completely revamp my entire board to fit one moderate change. It's like a side grade. It's not really exciting. I'd rather just get something higher level, call it a day. It only has 4 damage, but this thing only has 8. Like, I could potentially just swap that in. Swap this out. Move that over. Have this thing be getting the ammo. We want this too. We can at least lock that. Then this, taunt and dodge the tiles this point towards. Oh, it's pointing left and right. That's interesting. Can I fit that in? We could drop this. The problem is then this thing doesn't have any way to be taunted unless we do something like this. I could drop both, but I kind of like having the extra thorns and taunt. Like, that's a decent amount of health and a stun. It's decent. I'd have to drop 2 things. I'd have to drop this and something else. Perhaps, you know, one of my weapons. Not one of my armors. I really was thinking that this would be merged by now, and it hasn't. So that's kind of a big part of my board. But if I did drop just both, then I could swap this thing in 1 for 1. 1 extra tile. I don't know. But having this have 50% more, giving the extra like start of turn damage things to it, like we could really try to scale that up. Let's see if we can make it work. Now this thing would go first if I do that, because it'd be in that order, so that's the problem. Because I could do this and make it go first, now it has 12 damage, but I want it to be next to all my things. I can get this thing with a bunch of damage to start. It's 12 damage now. Then remember, it's doing the 50% bonus damage with ammo. And it's hitting an area. Are we looking for the big... Yeah, there's supposed to be a big winter storm this weekend for anyone who's unaware in the Midwest. Mrs. Druski has been stockpiling. Like, if we lose electricity and things, she's been stockpiling, you know, some paper goods, food, things like that. And we've got a wood-burning fireplace. So we have plenty of wood for that. I think we're far enough north that we won't actually get the majority of the snow. We'll probably get the low temperatures, but I don't think we get the snow. Can't get this thing adjacent to any of those now. At least another taunt to trigger that. Maybe that'll trigger on it. Giving this health is nice because it is getting 9 thorns, so having that a little extra health is okay. It's not on my hero, which would have been the best. We can technically... Because this might get some damage and give the health earlier? I don't know. We're missing out on some of the healing that the potion might be able to do. It's level 2 potion and we can have a bunch of stacks on that. Best wishes. Prayer request channel for everyone under that cloud. Thank you. Thank you so much, Zerg. Yeah, for those who don't know, over on my Discord, we have not only games and skills of an artist for creativity, but we also have a whole section for faith. You can ask questions, you can ask for prayer. It's a whole section over there. You can check it out. I will share the Discord link because I'll forget otherwise. For anyone who's curious. I can just throw down this. Give adjacent attack. No, I would have to find a place to put it. Then that goes first. Can't do that. This wants to be more central. Just reroll and look for another single tile, throw it down, and call it a day. Single tile that can actually be useful. I rephrase that. Adjacent tactile spends its charges. I think the best thing would be the plate. It would be really nice to get this adjacent to those. Hold on. What if bear with me here for a second. Let's still think this through. What if I was able to do something like this? Charges. Oh, right. You go here. What if we do that? Because now we could justify leveling this thing up. Having more health from here means that it'll get more charges more often. Seven health. What are you? That's right. This has thorns. Damage apply 5. Like, I don't think we'll actually get to have it do damage. I could sell it and buy this thing. Which I could do with this part anyway. Because this is our last round. And pants! We have pants! Alright, let's go! Yep, so that was the point. We wanted to hit 3 things. Now they lived, but we wanted to hit 3 things. Not get the shield that I was hoping for on that armor. We are hitting multiple targets. We're always down to 1 health. Are you kidding? And now he has shield, and we lost our big gun. Healing. He's running out of weapons. He has 40 attack power though, and I have 23 health. I have a bunch of taunts still. There's a shield. He has another shield. There goes a shield. He has another shield. Please? Okay. He's immune to death. Come on. Come on. Hit him. We've done it. We've done it. Once again, by the skin of our teeth. Round 14, 1 life left. And we've done it. That's not bad. That was A-okay. Got some achievements. Not really any particular build happening there. We did have the AoE that last minute, and I tried to really capitalize on the gunblade. The best thing going for me was the loot sacks, and so those things having the extra consumable uses gave our snack attack, which normally you're only supposed to get 1 use out of it, and it gives the adjacent attack tile when it's damaged, gives it chain attack and a health. We ended up giving that like 5 uses, so that meant chain attack. So like your gunblade here, which is hitting an area and getting 50% bonus damage in that area, the gunblade is hitting 3 things instead of 1, 3, 4, 5 times. That wasn't a combo we had the whole run. It was a combo we threw together the last turn of the run, And I feel like that was a big deal helping save the day. Then we just had some decent items along the way, like the chainmail. This had a ton of health. Like, it was just living forever. And I don't know if this really did much. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But, you know, we had the baton here, getting some extra taunts, getting a little bit of a splash damage in, had the thorns, had the extra health from here. You know, like, just some incidental things that are good all around. But I think the combo was these, like this triple, actually these four, because this did it again. But these right here was really what made it possible. And then just trying to stack as much things as we could. Donald says, GG, well played, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's a good one. I forgot to share that code, so we'll go to duels. That was the round 14 one. Share code. Copy, and I'll paste it into chat. So, once again, if you guys want, you can challenge that build that I just did by playing it yourself. I don't know, again, I don't know if the demo lets you do it. The demo, I think, had duels, but I don't know if there's a difference. Like, I don't know if there's communication between the demo and the mainline, though I think the code is really just going to generate the items. So, yeah, I think you can just plug that in and play. And have fun with that. So there you go. I think what we're going to do is real quick before I am done on this for the day. I'm going to be switching over to a different game in a moment on my stream, but I think what we'll do is I'll just show you the duel system here because we already just saw those. We've got two other characters that we haven't even played, one of each type. I don't know how good they are, but this top one I was pretty proud of. And we're just going to like let it play out on a random duel. Right, so it's just a one single battle against a similarly leveled character, and then let's just see. So here's a Wukong build I built back in the demo time, right? And so this Wukong, he gets extra health at the battle start per accessory, more extra health here. Gives a chain attack to the adjacent guy. So my hero is going to do a chain attack. Actually, it might do this thing down here. When a tile is revived on your board, this gets extra power. More power at this battle start, more power at the battle start. The big one here is Wally, the recycle buddy. When adjacent tile is destroyed, gives adjacent attack tiles thorns. I mean, it's big just because it's in the middle, it's fun. But destroyed gets revived, so it's going to get destroyed a couple of times. That means everything's getting thorns. This thing destroyed, when it dies, gets revived. So it gets destroyed again, more thorns. This thing applies taunt, and -6 pack power to things that hit it. I don't know if I knew that it was applying taunt to the enemy items, but whatever. This thing, when adjacent tile is destroyed, revive it. So again, another revive. That way we have these things happening. Again, we're triggering the thorns. This is giving this taunt right here, whatever your target with taunt. This is an aura. Everything has thorns. Taunt, when attack tile hits this tile, applies spillover to that attack tile. So any extra damage that this thing takes hits them, kind of like thorns. When adjacent tile is debuffed, give it health, remove the debuffs. You get the idea. So our hero does the damage, but everything else is just thorns. I've not done this in duels. Let's play it. So I can click that and do a random build, or I can click that and do featured builds, and these you can submit. The game devs will do this, and I hope to have a worthy build to submit to them again. I actually did back during the demo. But you can have your own builds here on the featured builds, and as a streamer, there could be a link to the streaming channel, which is kind of cool. So I don't know who I would want to challenge, so we're going to do a random one. I just wanted to show you that this is a thing. You can see some of them have more than one featured. We're going to go back, not all the way back. We're going to go duels. I don't want to do featured builds. I want to go back to my builds. Click this, click start, and do a random build. Okay, so we will challenge the new hero with our old hero and see if our thorns will pay off. Let's do some duels. This was when I was level 3. This guy's level 12. I don't have a lot of confidence here, but hey, it's a fun build. He's got all sorts of battle start stuff, and he's still going. Alright, take some thorns damage. Here's my multi-hit thing. Poisoning everything. Bunch more thorns on me. Oh, damage on everything. I used up my... Oh, but then the big dragon attack hits an AoE. That uses my my shields is what that did. So he's got tons of ammo. We've cleared out a few things, but we're still working on his taunts. There goes the taunts. Now we can finally start shooting things that matter. But then we put taunt on his weapon, which I don't know if I like that. Killing off my weapons. They're taking Thorns damage. There goes a weapon from Thorns only. 16 damage to the Thorns. He has 56 life on his hero. I don't have a weapon that's doing 56, so we're gonna have to hit him multiple times. He's got the revive. 61 now. Okay. Not quite taking out that weapon. Very sad, because that's a 92 damage weapon. 1 life left now with shield and shield on the hero. That is disaster. That 1 life. Disaster. GG. I guess I could do a rematch, and we'll just speed it up, but that is counting against me. Like, this was a tough one. So we're just gonna have like 2 losses instead of 1. But I think like I was that resonance rifle, getting the 1 life survive, getting the 2 shields was such a clutch moment. I feel like if he didn't have that, maybe we would have had a chance. Hit on the hero. More hits on the hero. All the hits on the hero. All right. I had no idea we would just pummel the hero like that. So 1 and 1, I'll take it. Again, if you want to play that hero, play my Thorns Wukong build, here that one is. That was some amazing targeting. And then last but not least, I have an Alice build. Let's have a look at this one. So Alice, whenever a consumable is triggered on the board, she gains attack power, which is kind of fun. So you can imagine I have a bunch of consumables, and it's all going to be around the battle buddy, the flamingo here. So when an adjacent attack tile is damaged, give it invincible and 12 power. So this is my attack tile to have that happen. Anytime you get damaged, it goes invincible, gets stronger. It already, just to begin with, has 54 life, 48 attack. When it's damaged, give it chain and health. So now it's going to hit multiple times. When adjacent tile is damaged, give it health. Remember, every time we're using, those are consumables. All of those are consumables. And then that's giving all my stuff attack power. So that's just like 1 damage, they all trigger. And then when adjacent tile damage gives adjacent attack power, so that's both of us. Here's a kinetic energy suit. Taunt damage gives adjacent charge tiles charge. Well, what would we use that on? Over here, when damaging a tile gains a charge, charge removes taunt from the tiles it hits, and it hits an area. So this thing's getting, it's an area hit, and it's getting rid of taunt, which is very powerful. And then we have another area hit down here that also uses charge, but it's not adjacent to that, so whatever. Aura, adjacent guys, gives power for each level 2 or 3 on your board, so I have a lot of that. Battle start, give invincible to my hero. Charge gives a shield. The rabbit, when you have 1 attack tile left, it gains taunt, so it's an extra free taunt. After 2 turns, give shield to 2 random adjacent tiles. Another rabbit. An adjacent consumable is triggered, give it +2 uses. This has 3 uses to, again, trigger that. And then this, when adjacent tile is damaged back to our flamingo, gives the attack tile with that Rathros points towards +4 damage. So again, it's all about that thing. I'm 9 and 3 with this. Random build. Okay. The Snako. That could be good. It could be bad. We shall see. He has quite a bit of ammo. Random. My umbrella's already out. Oh, we took a damage from the thorn, so everything just triggered. Which means we get multi-hit. Overhit on that. 1 damage, thank you. So, everything triggers. Put stuff to sleep. More thorns damage, triggering all my potions. More sleep things. Already almost killed the hero. One damage every time. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. So, alright. Now that actually hurt. We're down to 2 health on our hero. I do have the invincibility. But we're still just hitting. Okay, and there goes the hero. Okay. So that is the... Share that. Flamingo Alice. For anyone who wants to play that build. Like that's again versus that build. Alright. But with that, I am going to switch gears. We got some other things to play today before the day is done. But I hope everyone enjoyed this. Stick around on the stream and I'm gonna change things out. But thank you everyone for being here. If you're just watching on YouTube and this is where the episode ends, I'm glad you are here. If you're new to the channel, once again, I have a Discord. You can find it in the description, as well as some other family-friendly opportunities for you. For example, you can get a program called VidAngel. I've got a link. You can get a promo code. Use Pastor Druski promo code to get a free month. VidAngel will let you filter your streaming TV and movies to make all of your shows at home family-friendly as well, just like family-friendly on this channel. And I have another one called Covenant Eyes that'll do essentially the same with your internet browsing to build a filter, but also provide accountability. So that way you can pair that with somebody who you want to team up with to have victory on the internet browsing issue. And so those are some opportunities you have in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all those fun things. Meanwhile, I'm going to switch gears. Thanks everyone for being here for this Turnbound game, and we're going to switch over. All right.